Awesome, thank you. Thrilled to be here today. It's exciting to see so many builders, also so many users of our AppKit and WalletKit in the room today. And I really love the hot take. I think so very concerned about self-custody going away and more regulations. So really love that. So my name's Derek. I'm the CTO here at Reown. And before I get into what's next for our WalletKit SDK, I want to remind myself and yourself of why I am here and why I believe many of you are here. So I'm here because I really love crypto, and to me that means the premises that crypto brought to the world of self-custody, ownership, control, and composability. And I really want to bring this to the masses, and I think you really want to bring this to the masses. And I don't just want to do that because I think it's the right thing to do. I want to do it because I think it's going to unlock unparalleled value. Especially the composability is going to unlock unparalleled value, I think. We've seen this a little bit with quote-unquote desktop apps like DeFi, and then aggregators seizing the composability and just building on top of that. But we haven't seen it for consumer yet. And at Reown, we believe that the reason why we haven't seen it for consumer yet is because there still remain so many UX problems. It's still too hard to build really delightful, awesome end-user applications, and we're obsessed with fixing this. So our mission is to make on-chain usable, to make on-chain awesome, and it needs to be better than Web 2. And we have two main products, AppKit and WalletKit. Joe, our head of product, was talking about AppKit earlier today, and I'm going to be focusing on WalletKit. And WalletKit, our SDK, is pretty much used by every single wallet that you use. And here are some stats. So we're serving millions of users. It's available and it's used by pretty much every network. And it's used by also thousands of applications that sit on top of WalletKit. One thing that we're especially proud of is the way we've approached this in an open way, with open standards. So some standards that you might be aware of is the EIP 6963 that enabled users last year to use multiple browser extension wallets seamlessly, and it hence ushered in competition amongst the browser extension wallets, making them better. A standard that you might not be aware of is the CAPE 25 standard that did pretty much the same thing, but for mobile wallets, and enabled mobile wallets and also institutional wallets to be multi-chain. We think this open way and ushering more of these standards to make Web 3 UX better than Web 2 UX is now more important than ever with self-custody under threat, and it's now more important than ever to empower the on-chain community, which is you. All right, so what am I going to talk about today? What's next for WalletKit? We're thrilled to announce the work that we're doing in chain abstraction and gas abstraction that we think are pretty much the next biggest imminent UX problems. And I'm also going to be touching on these other points. But let's start with chain abstraction and gas abstraction. So chain abstraction is a hot buzzword. It's also the most obvious problem, I think. And it seems like there's a really simple solution. But yet, we haven't seen that. And maybe zooming out a little bit on chain abstraction. Like, how did we actually get here? I think crypto or Web3 sort of started with just Ethereum, and you had to have one gas token, and your assets were in one network. At the time, the biggest UX problem were the high gas fees. A couple years ago, minting a safe or creating an ENS record was so expensive. You know, it was really terrible. And then L2s came along, and alternative L1s like Solana or Polygon came along to fix the high gas fee problem. But unfortunately, we introduced new problems. One of the problems is that my assets are now fragmented across networks. Another problem is that I have to have native gas token on all of these networks. I need to learn what a bridge is as an end user. I need to learn what a network is. It's a terrible end user experience. And happy day, Reown are fixing this in our WalletKit SDK. The way we're doing it is a phased approach. So we're going to market with a solution that works for 100% of accounts. It works for EOAs as well as smart accounts. It also works for EVM and non-EVM. We're going to market just with EVM. in the beginning. And you're going to be able to use an app that's deployed on Polygon. Let's take DPay as an example. You're going to be able to use a Polygon app, and you're going to be able to spend USDC there, even if you don't have any USDC on Polygon. Even if you only have USDT on Optimism and Arbitrum, for instance, you can spend USDC on Polygon. The way this works is pretty naive and simple. We're introducing a new screen in the wallet transaction flow that just checks, does the end user have enough funds on the target network, in the target asset, and if not, if possible, if the user has assets on another network, gives them the option to source from these networks. Under the hood, this is using proven infrastructure. So we're partnered up with Socket and Across, going to add more bridges in the future, and going to market with this, supporting 100% of accounts in crypto. What's the catch? Like, this sounds too good to be true, and it is. And the catch is that the latency is not going to be awesome. So it's the source chain finality plus target chain finality. So then, in order to improve this, we're excited. We're going to ride the wave of some tailwinds. So the 7702 standard in Ethereum, that's going to enable session keys, going to make the experience better, and then also resource lock experiences, ultimately to make this experience better, improve the latency. And in the last phase, we think we also really have an edge here and can also solve privacy with these approaches in a new transaction flow. How exactly is a little bit unclear. We have ideas that we're battle testing, but we hope that we can get pseudonymous or even completely anonymous transactions, and also enabling users to draw funds from custodial sources, kind of like the magic spend idea. Next, a gasless future. So gas is a terrible term in the first place, and no end user wants to learn what gas is. Like, fees are okay, and as an end user, I'm probably also okay to pay fees, but I definitely don't want to have to onboard into native gas token and have little dust balances on all my networks. So happy day in EVM, the EIP 7702 standard that's going to land in Pectra roughly mid next year is going to enable wallets or end users to pay gas fees in any ERC20. So we're enabling wallets to seize that. And then we're also going to enable wallets to support dApp-sponsored transactions through the EIP 5792 and 7677 standards that landed this year. Okay. Next, link mode, improving latency for wallets. Basically sitting on top of universal links. Here you can see Zerion wallet that's already live with that. So it's a latency improvement. Also, end users don't need internet in order to connect wallets. This is only available for native applications such as Pay, Orb, or OpenSea. Also, we're very proud that Verify API is now adopted by all the certified wallets. What that means is that end users can have a more anxiety-free experience when they connect to apps. We have more than 14,000 apps that verified their domains, so we can show the end user that they're actually connecting to Uniswap.com and not some other app. Plus, we provide wallets, or these wallets also show whether Uniswap.com or eviluniswap.com are a scam app and whether they need to be careful. The last thing that we announced today is round 1 of WalletConnect Certified. We're really thrilled about that because in round 1, the theme was It Just Works, which means that wallets need to pass a tight QA test that we provided, basically making sure that if you're in the elevator and the internet is bad, the end user sees a loading indicator while connecting, or if the internet drops completely, that the end user sees an error message. Also, that deep links are supported so you can automatically redirect back into the wallet and back into the app from the wallet. And yeah, sounds like small things, but really excited about that. Better, it just works. And we're also excited to work on round 2 with the wallet partners. And that's what's next for WalletKit. Thank you all.